I totally forgot to record, but just today, I was at lunch just eating my fucking McDonald's, right? And I remember I was like, damn, this smell like coolant. Like, I was like, damn, what the fuck does it smell like coolant? I ate probably for like 10 to 20 minutes, and I went back to work and just parked my car. It's the end of the day right now. It's been like probably an hour or something, an hour and 30 minutes. It hasn't been too long. I just got back in my car. I started it. I saw the check engine light. It said overheat. I'm like, what? How the fuck is it overheating? Because I remember when it was leaking coolant. When I was smelling the coolant, I look at the gauge and it didn't go up or down. So I was like, I think I'm good. I think it was just, I don't know. I didn't think anything of it until just now when I started. I saw it had a code for overheating. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then instinctively, just because I know these cars, I researched these cars a lot. I knew to check here, and as you can see, nothing at all. So that was the coolant smell that I was smelling. Always be careful when you open your thing when it's hot, but nothing in there. But yeah, should have replaced it as preventative maintenance so this doesn't have to happen. But I mean, I know that part isn't going to be that hard to change. It doesn't really look like it's going to be that hard. I mean, the hard part's going to be getting the plastic shit out. That will be difficult, I know that. But at least I get to do the coolant service now. So there's that. But yeah, if you have one of these and that hasn't been replaced, you should replace it, especially if you're going to be driving it like I have been driving it. So doing pools and shit. But there you go, lesson learned. I mean, I got lucky that it didn't really, I mean, it had an overheat code, but I haven't noticed anything with the motor yet, so I think I'm gonna be fine. I think I'll be fine. But yeah. I just got super unlucky these past couple days. It's been shitty, but it is what it is. So the previous owner, when I bought the car, had given me this. This is the exact piece that's supposed to go in those coolant hoses to the heater hose, or to the heater core. The only thing I don't like is that right there, but it shouldn't be. I mean, it's just aluminum. It shouldn't be too. I mean, you can't really fuck that up. But yeah, I'm gonna end up installing this. I'm hoping either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and then I'll finish the kill switch as well while I'm at it. So I still just haven't had time. Unfortunately, that shit had happened when I was eating. Honestly, I don't know how long it went without that much coolant, but what I do know is that I know for a fact I was able to smell the coolant, but I didn't know. I looked at the coolant gauge, but it didn't go up or down. But if you saw that fucking coolant leak, like, that shit was fucking massive. Like, it was completely open. I checked the radiator, it's fucking empty. So I think I'm okay. I am a little bit worried, but honestly not too much, because I only saw the check engine light after it had sat for like that hour and a half. So I think it's probably gonna be fine. There's no like weird noises coming from my motor. I didn't see any smoke or anything, so I don't think it got like so hot that it just gave up. So pretty easy to take off the clamps. Just used regular pliers, no special tools so far. You can see right there. I think what I'm going to do to get the plastic stuff out is use pliers again, but actually crush the end of the tube instead of trying to like hook out the plastic with like these types of picks. I can just use like these blunt pair of pliers, crush the end of the hose, basically breaking up all the plastic and then just dumping it out. As you guys can see, this thing is gone.
I haven't tried using the I mean, it's just falling apart. My fear now is that if enough debris gets in there, that it'll clog a cooling system, but I'm just gonna try to get it out with a pick. I didn't crush it like I was going to. I just ended up using a hose pick. And then I realized that it was really fucked up, and now I have to try and do it. I'm gonna have to try and pick everything out in like big chunks, that way like I don't get a whole bunch of fragments and shit. So yeah. So if you're in the market for a G and this shit, that piece isn't leaking, replace it. Even if it isn't leaking, replace it. Cause look at this shit. Look at how easy this comes up. Like this is. Look at all the pieces that came off of it. That's how brittle this plastic is. Look. Change this shit. Alright, so check out this pro tip. Alright. So this one's probably gonna be the harder one, I would say. I got a lot of the stuff out. I got all of it actually out. There's like little remnants, and I'm gonna have to see how I figure that out. But for this one, I just used the coolant hose pick. I went around the plastic a whole bunch of times, and then it ended up breaking through one of the sides. I completely broke that one side out, just like a sliver of the tubing. Twisted this down, and then just crushed the end of the hose, and pretty much all the garbage just fell down to the floor. See if you can see it down there. All that garbage just fell down, and it didn't end up here, which is good, cause you know, getting shit out from this tube, maybe not so bad, this one right here, but getting shit out from the other one is a little bit more difficult, because that one goes to the heater core, and to flush the heater core you would have to disconnect this one. But I don't want to run tap water through it, because I just don't want to take that chance. But I think the one that goes to the heater core is good now. So I tried to put the fucking hose down and lift the car up to see if I could flush that tube out, the one that already has the piece in it. But I just said fuck it, I'm gonna just leave it like that. I think it'll be fine, because I didn't really get a lot of that shit in there, so I think it'll be okay, hopefully. But I think we're gonna be fine. But I'm just gonna put it back together. I'm not even gonna drain it, because it's already 8. I think we're getting close to 8. So I'm just gonna put it back together and then refill it with the vacuum tool. I'll probably film that. That way, if people haven't seen that shit before. But yeah. Alright, so for this, it's relatively easy. I bought this a while ago, this Matco one. Let me show you the part number for it. It is this one. This is the cooling system refiller, and then the cooling system tester kit, which comes with adapters, which I ended up buying this kit as well, because that kit has like the Ford ones that I need, and also it has Asian ones. But anyways, you'll find the right piece or the right adapter, put it on there, make sure it's on there. You'll put this one on top of the adapter, and then you'll spin this one until it locks, and then you'll spin this one until it like snaps in place. And once it snaps in place, you want to open up, you want to open up this one to create a vacuum. You can see it's pulling a vacuum. You can see the gauge. I typically try to reach for 25. And once it hits 25, close it, and then I'll just leave it there for a little bit. That way you know it holds vacuum. You know that the cooling system is sealed. And I did put this back together. You can see the little red piece in there. I would not recommend replacing the OEM clamps, because from what I've heard is they're pretty specific, and in the sense of like you need them to like heat up and expand. I'm not gonna use worm clamps, even though they would be easier to install, because holy shit was that like a bitch to put in. That's the only thing I was struggling with, is trying to get that shit in there. But now trying to do this with one hand, it's really hard. But I'm gonna pour all the coolant that I have in a bucket, and then oh shit, I'll show you how to pretty much suck it all back in. I would always recommend using OEM fluids, but honestly I think you could probably get away with using Xerix, like the Xerix brand, because they have like specific colored coolants. But this honestly isn't that much more expensive, so I was like, why not? And I already had 2 jugs, so I just ended up buying the third today, or not, ordered it yesterday and I picked it up today, because the dealership that I ordered it from is really nearby. So alright, so it's probably been, I mean, I'm doing this shit really quick, but it hasn't been too long. You can see it hasn't really dropped any, but it hasn't been a long time either. But anyways, you want to put this other hose, and you want to make sure it's always submerged in coolant. And you want to basically open this valve. I'm just going to do it because I really want to go home already. So I'm going to open this, and it's not fucking, you don't want that to happen. But should be alright. I'm going to let a little bit of air in. I'll have to try and figure out how to bleed that out. But you're pretty much going to wait until that the gauge goes all the way down near zero. I don't think it ever reaches zero, but just goes down to near zero. And then you'll pretty much just take this whole thing off, and you're pretty much good to go. I'm actually thinking about flushing the system because I still have a lot of coolant left and I don't really want to waste it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let it, well, oh no, it's still empty. Actually, you know what, I will drain and refill it again, because like, it is still empty. So yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this, never mind. But it's fine, I still have like way more than enough coolant, so it shouldn't take me too long. Alright, so if you want to know how to drain your coolant, you're gonna get this shit too now. So obviously you take off that shield. It's this piece of tube right here will have a Phillips inside of it, and I'm using a P3, I want to say, I don't know, P3, and I'm just going to do, you want to remove the coolant cap as well before you do this, so it's kind of hard to do this one-handed. That's really in there. There you go. Can start to feel it kind of give up. Okay. There you go. Honest, not that hard, really. If you're doing this at home or whatever, just make sure it's level. That way you're actually getting as much as you can out. I really want to keep trying to open it a little bit more. So this whole thing comes out, it looks like, and it screws back in as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to drain completely and then put it back in. So as you can see, I already cleared the codes for the PCM. Look at coolant temps. 170, 179. I'm hoping it plateaus soon. That way I know it doesn't keep going up. Right after I started looking at the code, because I didn't clear it yet, but it then showed me a code for lean bank 1. So I'll have to see if that comes back up during the test drive, but I think I'll be okay. I'll let you guys know. So I'm gonna pull it out now and go test drive it. Alright, so I just came back from my test drive. I have no check engine light, which is good. But I just looked at this now and it said that there was one engine fault, so I'm curious as to what it is. Fuel system lean. Fuel system lean. I wonder which one's bank 1. It only happened one time, so it hasn't given me a check engine light because it only happened one time. I'll have to investigate this, but if it has anything, I'll look into it, but I'm hoping that it's just something to do with the cat, but we'll see. But yeah, so far so good. I'm gonna look into this. This is probably gonna be the end of the video, I'm thinking. I'm honestly not too sure, but I already know that evil Jordan go hard, boy. But yeah, I'm out.